Yeah. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me. When up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
And coach, we find ourselves DUDE Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Redskins. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Michelle, his first carry. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they run with Michelle. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Don't get nervous, man. We get alert. Don't get nervous. He's crashing. He's checking.
on the ground, Michel. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable for Grant. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Black 22. 55. Oh, here we go. Oh.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself a big...
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And an alley to run. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern.
And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check safety, check safety. Alert flare, alert flare, flare.
Here's Allen to throw it. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Whip. Watch the whip. Back two is the Mike. Mike back two. Mike back go.
On play action, Allen trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run with Michel, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
54. It's our time. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Let's go now. 54.
Here's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up, because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, Michelle. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He sets to fire deep. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jameis to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Ready?
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Winston now. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And out across midfield down to the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 39, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Mike 51. Watch the run. Mike 51. Mike 51.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And Robinson with a big catch. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
Washington Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On first down, Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Ready? White 25. White 54. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now on second and 13. Winston, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Third and long for Winston. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 7 yards on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will knot us up at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. To the air, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. After the sack on first down, Winston going to let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on second down. And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Allen going to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Cleveland Farrell has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And it's third down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, it's Allen. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. 30. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A throw over the middle taken in, and he's taken down inside the 30. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's go.
The 17-yard line.
I got him.
They run again on first down. Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. D.D. Westbrook, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Santos with the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 39, Winston. Robinson's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. Jameis now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They run. Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the draw, here's Michel. And an alley to run. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
56. Alert!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here comes Grant on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston, he finds Robinson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off at the 45. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Again, it's Michelle. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Michelle. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead, and
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Bosa in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw, Winston. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Ready, black 22. 54. Hey, pick it up,
a 10th carry in the game for Cook. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Check 26, check 26.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Winston. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Winston. and man is Galladay complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. The Redskins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
From the gun, Winston. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. But it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And it's Michel once again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, tight. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Hey, Alpha.
52's the mark, boy. 52. Check pass.
Alert.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Green, come see. Mike 55. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Winston again. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 52. Begin. Alert. Check 24. Check 24.
On the ground, this is Michel. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Back. Watch this. Back. Here we go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Here we go, D. Check 4. Alert.
Now Michel, and an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back to throw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Second and goal from inside the 5. On the ground is Michel. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
Let's go!
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
Winston. And he completes it to Westbrook. A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards.
That's good for Washington Redskins. First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Winston to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Westbrook, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if they're...
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now. The ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Winston now. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the 1st down with his legs.
And the Washington Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jameis to throw it. That's complete to Robinson. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So 3rd down coming up. And, Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4 down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. What can Allen do now with his drive? Going up top. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Throwing his Allen on 3rd. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light is still on for him.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Following the penalty, Michelle. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
I'm here all day. 58 to Mike.
Hey, hold.
On 2nd down, Jeffers. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Stop. Regular.
From the gun, it's Allen. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
First down, 49ers.
Check three.
All 52.
On first down, Michelle. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Mike, 58, right there. I got that. Twist.
Recon, 132 fighter. Look out.
On second down now, Jeffers. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
58, boy, 58.
Hey, tight.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Looking long for Westbrook. He's got it with the 15. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Here's Winston. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Washington, their strong start to the